Hello, Altron here. We're going to talk about Starbase modules. To edit Starbase modules, you're going to have to find Starbase modules XML, open it with Notepad or anything, and you'll see something like this. Starbase modules are really straightforward. Okay, all you need to do is you add a Starbase module like so. You give it an internal name, say Starbase modules, and this would be the identity which the Starbase module would be referred by from now on. Other stuff related to this would be the name, which is what is displayed when you show it. Module is pretty much always Starbase 00. Tech requirement is the tech in your tech tree, which needs to be researched. The module requirement would be the module needed to build this Starbase module as a prerequisite. So say Starbase, this Starbase module has a model requirement battle station. So you need battle station before you can build battle stations too. That makes sense. So yeah, that's pretty much the same for every module out there. The module size, I'm completely confused about what this does. I've fiddled around with this, given it ridiculous values. It does not seem to limit what you can put on a Starbase in any way. So beats me what it does. The Starbase ability will actually tell you what the Starbase will do. Yes. So that is, in this case, attack. Alright, so then there's these three values which tell you how much the module, in this case, will add to the Starbase's attack value, which is mass driver, missiles, and beam attack, both all with values of 2. The module cost is 100. Like so, and the type is defense. Now, type defense refers to a module which can be built as defense on any type of starbase. As you know, you got 4 starbases. You got your economy, your influence, and your military starbases, and of course terror stars. Now, terror stars can only be upgraded with other terror star modules, but the other 3 can have defensive modules built on them, which is what this type is. So then you got, for example, battle stations, part 2, and again that just lists what it does, like unlocking tech, and that's how that works. This would be defensive measures. That's something I also added. This has Starbase ability, Starbase defense, with def shields 2 for every type of attack in there. And again, it's a defensive module, meaning it can be added to anything. There's different types in this game. For example, these are all defense, but let me see. There we go, culture. So this module, the diplomatic outpost, can only be built on a influence starbase, boosting culture. Now, the values for this are used as following. You have Starbase ability, and it says this is a culture module, and the ability value would be 5. So this Starbase would add 5 to a Starbase module. Starbase. And the relationship centers and gives 7, and again is a culture and requires the diplomatic outpost. So there's a sequence in this. And the same is true for pretty much every type of Starbase out there. This would be culture. There's economy stuff. This has product assist as property with a value of 4. You can pretty much find whatever you want and need from this. Terror stars are pretty much their whole own thing, and there's only about 5 of them. In this case, Starbase ability is Terror Star, and it will add 20. So you need 5 for the full 100. But in my case, to get below a certain limit of Starbase modules, I basically made one very expensive module. I calculated this value based on module cost, star and constructor cost, and with a bit of a penalty on how much time you'd save. And so you got Terror Star in 100. So that is a full Terror Star with one single module. And that's how that all works. That's pretty much it. For example, here the Criniac Discipline Chamber, culture 100. So that's a freaking huge deal. And well, mining economy and all that stuff. So that pretty much defines what you can get from there. This is military type, so this can only be built on a military type Starbase. So there you go. A defense jammer. Again, I think this stuff is actually hard-coded somehow, because this is what it's supposed to do, and I cannot for the life of me. This is attack assist. Right. Kind of quirky that way. So apparently for attack assist on the military starbase, it would help other races. Yeah, figure it out. There's all sorts of types, there's all sorts of stuff. Everything available is used. Just keep in mind how all this, the type and all that relates to when you can upgrade something in accordance with the requirement and the module requirement. You should be fine. Have fun editing. Goodbye for now.